Okay, I'm on the trail of the old spur section from the BC Electric Railway, or BC Electric Railway, and then it was the BC Hydro, and then Southern Railway over the years ago. I was here just the other week or so to film going down on the main line spur, but to the Burnaby Central Parkway. That's the part of the pathway here. Yeah, just a section of track here. It's still, you still see some of the gravel bed. It was part of where the spur section from the old BC Electric Railway tram line, and there was also industries there to show that the Southern Rail still the crossing there. Trying to do a little adventure thing here with the history of the old railways here long ago. There's this guy here from where the main line used to run here on the old BC Electric Railway. SkyTrain now. Yeah, this is the old spur, and then the branch line is still here, as you can see. Just the tracks left here on the road bed, that's it. Just a quick little recap of what I done from last week here, just to show here by crossing here. So that was the main line here, where they served a lot of companies along this corridor here, along the SkyTrain route. But I will be following today the old tramway, which I wanted to follow the old tracks that used to go down from this way. Nice artwork here, Buller and Beresford Street. So just recapping here before I make my way. It's only what's left of the tracks, and the rest of it all been covered up. Years back, actually, I remember 2004, just before 2010, the tracks were still clear, but the bush here, all vegetation and trees growing in. And one time the tracks were still laid part here, and then there was a tractor that was removing the old tracks section of the track from back in the time. And there's a switch that used to serve to the company just further down this way. And then if I walk a little bit further down, due to the vegetation growth, so no point for me walking along the old spur section here. As I filmed last time on SkyTrain how the railway line looked like as it was going further down until just before Middlegate or Highgate Mall section, just before the outside of past Gilly, etc. Just walk along the pathway that sort of follow along the old tracks here. And I got a barricaded still here from way back in the time. Yeah, so trucks and other vehicles won't interfere. I want to show the SkyTrain route before how I'm going to continue on the other pathway here, of course. So, yeah, still in the Burnaby section, but the old spur tram section of the rail that used to ran through here. And back then I thought it was just to be the tram, but actually the railway did serve to some industries along here too. I did discover an old switch track just from a little bit further up here where the hump is. Still an old track covered up with pavement in here. No, I don't know if the Southern Railway maybe served that particular company. It's over there where I see the truck and the barricade and the wire fence here, but I'm following along this way route anyway. Nevertheless, yeah, before all this bush was able to see the old industry along here. Try to imagine the railway line just followed right in between where the hydro poles start here, when the electrical tramway used to be through here. Yeah, just trying to. A rail sort of just crossed over here. I discovered just coming up here. Yeah. Kind of funny to see some gravel here too. I don't know if it was this used to be part of a railway or part of the tracks here back in the day. I don't know. Right in here used to be. Here's all what's left. You can see visibly a little bit where rails once laid upon here and served in here. Somewhere in this section there must have been another company or whatever, or it was to that factory at one time. I don't know, but so what remains some rail here. Nothing to indicate there. Yeah, no, just finished from following that company where it was once there. Just trying to envision myself from the history at the time of the tram used to serve here, and the BC Electric Railway at that time. I guess when they used to have their locomotive serving here to some industries here back in the time. Okay, just kind of sneaked off the pathway, just kind of, yeah, from back in 2005 or 2010, there was one time, it was all nice and covered in green. The rails were still partially here. You could see where, yeah, just kind of doing a swivel around here. Yeah, looks like long ago used to be rail in here, and then tracks there, but just following a little bit along here. Before there was houses, I think it was more industry along here too. Yeah, it looked like there was some rail here back here at the time. You can see our doorway here. Yeah. Possibly there was definitely a rail switch here at one point long ago. Yeah, I'm just looking about here.